Here we go. Set. 18 Gator.
Watch the backer. Watch the backer.
Take four. Take four.
First carry for James Conner. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34.
Come on, QB, come on.
Look at me. Zipper. Big ripper.
Now a play fake, and it's Tannehill. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
56, right there, 56. Watch the run,
Go.
Now.
Tannehill on first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
Number 28, Mike, he's coming.
Now. Ready.
To throw is Tannehill. That's complete to his running back, Conner. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here.
Mike, 53.
Back to throw, Tannehill. And that will be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th.
Bravo.
Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
I got you. 2.
They snap it to Tannehill. He's going to float this over the middle deep. And this is going to be incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. The Eagles in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. First carry now for Jordan Howard. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. And that's their 2nd charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. Second and 9 now. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. It's a gain of 16 and an Eagle first down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he will force his way forward for a yard or two, but I have a good feeling this will be coming back. Can see this quite a bit on running plays with the guys out wide. A lot of times, though, it doesn't get caught.
You're exactly right, because it's away from the play usually, so a lot of it goes undetected. But I know this will surprise you. I coach some receivers in the offseason. We work a lot on hand placement and blocking downfield. Might want to take that course.
Temporarily out of field goal range now as they come up on a 2nd and long after the holding call. From the gun, Huntley. Man open, that's Devo Samuel. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 28.
First down, Eagles.
Ready, 55 to Mike. Check, 55 to Mike. You ain't going nowhere. Watch it.
On first down, they run with Howard. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Yeah, let's go set lunch.
Operating from the gun. Huntley. And it's caught by Parker. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. On 1st and goal, Howard. And a nice pickup there as he'll take it from the 10 down to the 5-yard line. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Howard all alone in the backfield on 2nd and goal. They'll give it to him up the middle. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. Jordan Howard, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. But this is a crew, they've come out flat their last 2 games, both losses, but just judging by the energy level, they look different here early, and that touchdown shows how.
Yeah, it seems to me that touchdown gets them off the treadmill. Because, you know, you've been on the treadmill. I've seen you work out. You go forever and ever, and it tells you you've gone somewhere, but you really haven't. You're in the same spot. They've exchanged it for an escalator. Still got some hills to climb, but they can get there.
These are good analogies. I run outside sometimes, though. You know, get some fresh air, a little sun on your face.
A little wind in there.
Yeah, that's right. Now a first down throw, Tannehill. He finds Corey Davis. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
That's the end of the first quarter with the score Eagles 7, Steelers
30 base.
Check 56. I'm scared.
On 1st and 10 is counter. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Right back to Connor here on first. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Check nickel, nickel, nickel.
Hey. Get it.
On second down now. It's Connor. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
They run with Connor. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
And, partner, in a lot of short yardage situations, you'll see the linebackers step up into the gaps, what we call mugging the line of scrimmage, to make sure they take away all spaces, all creases. That one worked really well for them.
Now only needed a yard, instead went backwards. They're going to run. Here's Connor. And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short. And he didn't get there. Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player, you threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag because you believe you're going to be right. And when it comes back the other way, you have to regroup.
He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's a 4-receiver look now. 3 of those guys out to the right side on 2nd and 8. Now this time he'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cameron Hayward attacking off the edge that time.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit, right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Throwing on 3rd and long. Huntley. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
How about this offense already feeling good about themselves with a touchdown already in their first drive? They've certainly come out firing, even though that one was incomplete.
With the 7-0 lead, more apt to take a shot like that downfield?
Hey, you're 1 to the good. Go ahead and try and press your advantage.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for. Is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay. I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
You know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's 2 different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better about themselves despite the fact they have no shot at the playoffs?
The throw down the field caught by his running back. 12 yards that time, and a Pittsburgh first.
Ready.
Run. He's tight right here. He's tight on the right.
Hey, Delta. Shoot.
To the air again, Tannehill. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
They've been playing sound fundamental defense thus far and able to keep this offense from creating a major dent on the scoreboard.
Able to force the incompletion, but still waiting for that game-changing play. You feel like it's coming, the first sack, the first turnover.
In a sense, they're playing old-school defense right now. The new school defense is what you said, taking the ball away.
And he finds McDonald. It'll be a gain of 17 and a Pittsburgh first. With that grab, he now sits at 200 for his career, and maybe more importantly, a first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now a pass dumped off to his running back. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Rolling to his right. And this is incomplete. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2.
Hey, high 7, get it.
Again, Tannehill. And that's knocked away and incomplete. Eric Murray that time there to knock it away.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on 4th down.
Pull it high. Go.
Mike, 53. 53. Mike.
Go.
Here we go on 4th. Tannehill. But it's brought in by Washington. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. Flushed out right. And he's in for 6 and a Steeler touchdown. Ryan Tannehill, his 4th touchdown on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half.
After nearly 30 minutes of football, that touchdown puts us in a position where if they make the extra point, we're right back to even before we start the second half.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, just string them together. Could get into field goal range.
Looking for Jeffrey, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Nickel Roby-Coleman. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down. Not time enough for a play and then a timeout, you wouldn't think. So with 4 seconds left, they're going for it.
56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike.
Go. Ready?
The final shot here before the break. Tannehill going to throw deep and caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Corey Davis, as time expires in the first half, and the Steelers have taken the lead. as well good with the extra point. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken at his 4. And they'll have good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. The first play of the second half, a big success, over 30 yards. They'll run on first down. It's Howard, and that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jordan Howard with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Elliott good on the extra point, and we are tied at 14. So all square here in this third quarter as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You're probably prepared for maybe.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Tyus Bowser leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6. Well, it was second long. Now it's third and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving them exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Third and long. It's Tannehill. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And the Eagles will have great starting field position here as they take over. On first down, Howard. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship.
And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. The tally there, -2 yards. Brings up third down. Throwing on 3rd and long. Huntley. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Cameron Hayward able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position. Now a draw play. This is Connor. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's real easy to say this running game needs to be better, but the reality is they've been given little time to actually find a place to run the football. It's almost like the defense is there on the handoff.
He's coming. Check in. Here we go.
On 2nd and 11 now. Tannehill. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot. But it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 11.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Hey, 4 down.
Get it.
From the gun, here's Tannehill. And he's got him in, Corey Davis. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A 3rd down gain of 19.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
3 bud.
Hey, check 24. Watch 24. Check.
Let go.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Connor. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it, because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Tannehill. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Malcolm Jenkins. So it'll be a change of possession on the turnover when we get back. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4th, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the 1st down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it. Be aggressive, because I've got the wild bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Well, we'll see what his offense can do. On 1st, they go right back to Howard. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down, keep the sticks moving.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. On 1st down, it's Howard. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's an Eagles 1st down on a gain of 11.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. The first down run got 5. Here's second and 5. On the give, running right is Howard. And some space here. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on first and goal. Now a handoff looking right. Call it a gain of 9 there, and it puts him in better shape here for second and goal. Now, what's the thinking here? Because a touchdown would be nice, but you've ensured yourself a chance at 3 in the lead, so how worried are you about the 6?
You're not very worried about if you're confident in your kicker. And if you got a kicker who can put it through the post, you feel really good about trying to bleed that clock down. In an ideal scenario, your kicker puts it through the post as the clock hits zeros.
Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's third and goal. The battle in the trenches never more important than right now. This is third and inches. They'll try to run this one in. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And they are able to break the tie and move out in front here in this fourth quarter. Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead is now 21-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, it totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Hey, wahoo!
On second and inches, Tannehill. Washington's got it. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's first and 10. He's back to throw. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. On second down, Connor looking for space. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. An incompletion, now a short pickup. That's not going to do it.
Yeah, you got to get to the line of scrimmage quickly, get set up, and aim downfield.
They'll stay on the ground with Connor again. And he'll get this up near midfield, but that's still a few yards shy of the first down. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important fourth down. Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on fourth down. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Forced out to his left. Now a desperation throw deep depth. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. It's a big play there for the Steelers. 41 yards. Well, I guess at the very least, they got the tackle from keeping him out of the end zone.
Yeah, you're looking for that silver lining, aren't you? But guess what? Everything changes now after that big play. They got a chance to strike.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
Get your backs to the goal line. I can hear my high school coach right now. This is when force meets force. Got to be physical in order to win this battle.
Yeah, that's where the physicality pays off. A nice job forcing the contact and forcing the incompletion.
Yeah, Coach Ford would have loved that play.
Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. They'll look to run with Connor. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
A very important extra point there, up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play, but if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Looking to throw. Huntley. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
4 quarters not enough. We're all even, and to overtime we go.
How much fun is this for everyone who's watching the game? How much fun is it for us to see this one get an extra period to get settled?
And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Set for their first drive here in overtime. And this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team. And that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
And it's been loud in here so far. They had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Pressure pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. Cameron Hayward able to record his 5th sack of the season.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. The end result, 21 yards.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. 2 minutes left in this overtime session, and still all tie. Second and 2. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A gain there of 21 yards. Well, good start for him under center here in overtime. Now 3 of 3.
And this is where you have to know who you have playing quarterback. You've got a confident thrower right now, someone who's taking care of the ball, but not being timid as well, and is moving the team downfield. That opens up your playbook and allows you to dial up some big shots if you want them.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Line of scrimmage, the 31, as they line up 2nd and 10.
Tight ends Ringo. Tight ends on Ringo. Tight ends on the ring. 3 down. 3 down. Switch it. Switch it. Switch it. Come on, switch it.
Throwing again. Huntley under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
You got time. You got time.
From the gun, Huntley. He's got the hook up here to Deshaun Jackson. And he is in for the score. And it is absolute stunned silence here as they win it on the road in overtime. Partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on